Konnichiwa, Angelo to yonde kudasai. Hi, I'm going to present the Japan country, especially their age and the population. Have you ever tried to question yourself, why does Japan is one of the richest country in the world? Because of this age and the population. If you heard about Mount Fuji, anime, sushi, and sakura trees, and the disciplined people, what country comes into your mind? Yes, it is the land of the rising sun, Japan. Traditional Japanese age system. The traditional Japanese system is one of the methods of calculating age. A child is counted as 1 year old at birth, and every January is first after that counts as a year older. This method of counting the age of a person is called kaisoi dishi, or simply kaizoi. People also ask, is the age of consent in Japan is 13? The Penal Code of Japan was established in 1907 and sets the age of consent at 13. Any sexual activity with a person under 13 is considered to be statutory rape and can result in a prison sentence of up to 20 years. According to World Atlas, Japan ranks second with 86,000 people aged 100 and older, with 6 centenarians per 10,000 people, or 0.06% of the population. Japan has the highest percentage of centenarians. Japan is aging fast. It's super age society. It's the oldest in the world. 28.7% of the population are 65 or older, with women forming the majority. The country is also home of the record of 80,000 centenarians. By 2036, people aged 65 and over will represent a third of the population. And now, we're going to their population. The current population in Japan is 125.8 million. The Japan's population is equivalent to 1.62% of the total world population. Japan ranks number 11 in the list of the countries by population. Japan gender ratio in the population in year 2020, women account for the majority of Japan's population. Male has 61 million, while female has 64 million.
Konnichiwa! My name is Blas, and I am going to present to you the education system and the government in Japan. But first, let's discuss what is about their education. Education is compulsory for the 6 years of elementary and 3 years in the middle school. But still, 98.8% of students go on to high school. Isn't it a great idea? Manners before knowledge. Don't you know that in Japanese schools, students do not take any exam until they reach the age of 10? They just take small tests. Since it is believed that the goal of the first 3 years of school is not to focus on the child's learning, but instead, it is focused and intended on the development of their character and the establishment of their manner. Another thing is that, in Japanese schools, they focus a lot on the natural appearances of every student. Therefore, in Japanese high school, girls cannot do any makeup, dye their hair, paint their nails, and wear jewelry, since it is believed that all of these things can ruin and distract them from their studies. So when they are in school, the only thing they do is to study, of course. Due to the fact that their educational system is so good, Japan is considered as one of the most educated people in the world, having 100% of enrollment in compulsory grades and 0% illiteracy. So now, let us move on to Japan government. So in Japan, the government is constitutional monarchy where the emperor's power is limited to mainly ceremonial duties. The government is divided into 3 subcategories, which is the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. So Japan has 3 types of election. The general election for the House of Representatives, which is held every 3 years. The election for the House of Councilors, which is held every 4 years, and the election of the local government, which is held every 3 years in the prefectures and local governments.
The religion in Japan. Religious affiliation includes 88.9 million Shinto followers, over 48.6%, and 84.8 million Buddhists, which consists of 46.3%, and 1.9 million Christians, or the 1%, and 7.4 million adherents of other religious groups, which is 4%. The Catholicism, or the Roman Catholic, this is the oldest established Western Christian church and the world's largest single religious body. The Buddhism focuses on the goal of spiritual enlightenment, centered of understanding of Gautama Buddha Four Noble Truths of the nature of suffering. Islam, the third of the monotheistic Abrahamic faiths, the two primary branches of Islam are the Sunni and Shia. Sunni Islam accounts for over 75% of the world Muslims population, and the Shia Islam represent up to 10 to 20% of Muslims worldwide. The Shintoism, a native animist traditions of Japan, Shinto practice is based upon the premise that every being and object has its own spirit or kami. The sceneries in Japan. Kyoshi Gorge and the Tunnel of Light. The Kyoshi Gorge is one of the Japan's largest gorges, stretching up to 12.5 kilometers from Tokamachi to Yuzawa, Yagizawa. The area is known for its striking igneous rock formation called a columnar, jointing and a 750-meter long art installation that was added to the gorge in 2018. The gorge was designated a natural monument in April 1941, Jushiken Tsukugen National Park in September 1949. MAD Architects created the Tunnel of Light in 2015 as a part of the Echigo Chumari Art Triennale in Tenerife, Italy. The Mount Fuji. Did you know that the Mount Fuji is a Japanese Fujisan, also called as Fujiyama or Fujinoyama? It's Japan's highest mountain, and it reaches height of 12,388 feet or 3,776 meters near the Pacific Ocean coast in Yamanashi and Shizuoka-ken of central Honshu, about 60 miles or 100 kilometers west of Tokyo, Yokohama. It is a dormant volcano but still considered as active by the geologists. The Miyajima. Did you know that the Miyajima is also known as the Shrine Island? Miyajima is among Japan's top three scenic sites noted by scholar Hayashi Gaho in 1643. It is famous for its Misen mountain top view and floating shrine, which is a World Heritage Site. They actually named the island Isukushima, but nearly everyone calls it Miyajima. Its popular nickname meaning Shrine Island. Two of the best to see the island are during the cherry blossom season and autumn leaves. The Amano Hashidate. Amano Hashidate is located at the Tango Peninsula in the northern part of Kyoto Prefecture. It is a sandbar, 2.3 miles in the length and about 566 feet. In the maximum set, it looked like the Green Bridge to Heaven. It is famous of one of the three most beautiful spots in Japan and is crowded with many tourists all year around. Matsushima. The Matsushima is located in Miyagi Prefecture. It is consisted about 260 islands. With a lot of pine trees, it is famous as Pine Islands. There are many worth seeing, such as Ashima, Matsushima Aquarium, and so forth.